Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the play-by-play between the Chicago Cubs and New York Yankees. How's everybody doing on this Saturday afternoon? Hopefully you're all enjoying your weekend. Hopefully you're all having a great day. How is everybody doing? Shout out to the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. The game is about to start here momentarily, so we'll see how today's game is going to go. Hopefully we don't have any technical difficulties. Last night was a little frustrating, but I appreciate you all sticking it out with me. Thank you all very much. Let's say what's up to the chat real quick. We got Desiree first in the building again. John the Beagle Dad, what is up? We got Welkin, Bryce, Susan, Frederick. What is going on? What is going on? Shut up, Brad. But what's going on? What's up? What's up? So, how we doing, folks? How we doing? We got Dev in the building too. What up, man? What's going on, bro? What is going on? Well, let me pull up the the game cast here. Here we go. Actually, game hasn't started yet. Well, so far MLB TV is cooperating, so this is good. But what is up, folks? What is up? Make sure you hit the like, hit that subscribe if you're new. Share this channel out. Hey, Brad, go listen to the song Cry Me a River. That might make you feel better, all right? Don't sound so enthused. I was enthused. Really? Really? For real? We're going to go there? We're going to go there? For real? We're already started? All right. I'm in a mood. I'm in a mood. Oh, man. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just glad it's Saturday. I get to call this game. I am tired, but this game will give me some energy. I'll start yelling. Some people think I'm having a seizure. No offense to anyone. They think I'm going to lose my mind. Oh, we're going to go there? All right, we're going to go there. All right. Shoot, my boxing gloves are in my car. I was going to put on my gloves. We were gonna go. I should have grabbed my gi top. My gi top is I got some gi tops downstairs in the basement. Ooh, I'm ready to go. Just playing, folks. Oh, the caffeine's kicked in officially. Oh my God. Yeah, it could be arranged. Oh, okay. I'll be waiting, Brad. But yeah, the game should start here momentarily. But what's everybody up to? What's everybody up to today? Any fun plans for the weekend? Are you all just going to stay in with the air conditioner? You all going to stay cool? Well, let's hope the Yankees can get a win today and get the series win. Also, don't forget to vote in the poll. Looks like so far I got 10 votes, and 60% of you said Fried's going to have 4 to 6 strikeouts. What up in Furnace? AC in the room for Welkin. Nice. What's going on, Furnace? What's going on, dude? Shout out to my man in Furnace. All right, we are at the stadium. Fried is warming up. Yankees on the field to start the top of the first. So game should start here momentarily. I'll get the game cast up. They're doing the typical commercials, advertisements. And Max Fried is warming up on the mound for the Yankees. So Cubs starting lineup. We have Nico Horner, Kyle Tucker, Seiya Suzuki, Carson Kelly, Pete Crow, Armstrong, Dansby Swanson, Ian Happ, Justin Turner, John Birdie, Matthew Boyd's a starting pitcher. He's got a 1-3 record career versus the Yankees. Max Fried on the mound, 19 starts, 11-2 record, 2.27 ERA, 119 innings pitched. So Fried having one hell of a season. Yankees are currently in second place in the AL East. They're 2 games behind the Blue Jays. So let's hope that after the All-Star break is over, these guys can continue winning games and get back into first place. They are going to play the Blue Jays again later this month. What's up, Jasmine? What's going on? How are you? Thanks for popping in. What is up? What is up? And Yankees defense, Bellinger, Grisham, Judge in the outfield, Peraza, Volpe, Jazz, Goldschmidt in the infield. Wells is at the dish. Stanton is in the DH spot. So let's see how the Yankees do. And here we go. Play ball. First pitch by Max Fried. Ball 1, 1-0. So we have Nico Hoerner leading off for the Blue Jays as Fried sets on a 1-0. The pitch is grounded foul, 1-1. As Hoerner calls time. It is 1-1 here to Nico Hoerner as Fried sets on 1-1. The pitch. That is hit into center field, running is Grisham, and that is going to go to the wall, and that should be a leadoff double there for Hoerner. Oh, Hoerner going for 3. Let's see if they get him. No, and it is a leadoff triple for Nico Hoerner as he hits that into the gap. Hoerner puts the wheels on, so a runner on third with nobody out, just like that, folks. And that brings up Kyle Tucker to the plate. What up, Petruzzi? All right, so Blue Jays could very well get on the board here in the top of the first. So let's see what happens here with Kyle Tucker at the plate as Fried sets against Tucker. First pitch, 1-0. Fried sets on the 1-0. The pitch. That is called a strike. 1-1 now to Kyle Tucker. As Fried sets on a 1-1, the pitch is foul back 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here to Kyle Tucker, top of the first. Runner on third with nobody out. Hoerner hit a leadoff triple for the Cubs. As Fried sets here on the 1-2, the pitch. Ball in the dirt, 2-2 now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Home plate umpires Ramon de Jesus, pitcher friendly. 10th season as an MLB umpire. More strikes up and down, more inside strikes on left-handed bats. That's the scouting report. As Fried sets the 2-2. Foul ball as Tucker gets a piece of it. Looks like a 84-degree day in the Bronx. Feels like it's 88. Looks like a nice day for a baseball game. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Kyle Tucker. Runner on third as Tucker steps back into the batter's box. And Fried sets. The 2-2. Just misses with that curveball. It's a full count now to Kyle Tucker. Yeah, just a little off the corner there. Fried was trying to aim for that corner. The 3-2. And there's a grounder. And Goldschmidt will take it himself. And Horner will score from third. So Tucker does get an RBI on that ground. So a ground out RBI for Kyle Tucker. So Cubs are on the board 1-0. And that'll bring up Seiya Suzuki to the plate. So one down. Cubs are up 1-0. Ball one. Fried sets here against Suzuki. Here's the 1-0. That is fouled, out of play. 1-1. It's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Seiya Suzuki. The 1-1. 1-2. Let's see if Fried could get his first strike out of the game. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out as Fried sets. The 1-2. Ball's in the dirt, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Suzuki. As Fried sets, the 2-2 is fouled off, still 2-2. Fried sets, the 2-2. Ball in the dirt, full count. So Fried struggling just a little bit here in the top of the first. Three balls, 2 strikes here to Seiya Suzuki. Fried sets here on 3-2. Here's the pitch. And that is lined right to Jazz as he makes the play for out number 2. And that'll bring up Carson Kelly to the plate. So 2 down. All right, here's Carson Kelly at the plate. And the first pitch is looks like it's 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes here to Kelly as Fried sets on the 1-0. The pitch, 2-0. It is 2-0 here to Carson Kelly. And that pitch was fouled back. 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike to Carson Kelly. As Fried sets on the 2-1, the pitch, 3-1. So Max Fried right now at 21 pitches this inning. As Fried sets on the 3-1, the pitch. And he walks him. First walk issued by Max Fried. 2-out walk for Carson Kelly as the inning stays alive, and Pete Crow Armstrong will be coming to the plate. Let's see if Wells goes out there to try and settle him down, or if Matt Blake comes out. It doesn't look like it. So Pete Crow Armstrong is at the plate for the Cubs. And the first pitch, strike one. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first. Cubs have a lead of 1-0. As Fried sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Let's play that. Strike. Ball, strike. Fried sets on the 0-2. The pitch. Foul back. So that was pitch number 25 for Max Fried. Fried sets on the 0-2. The pitch. 1-2. What up, Ace? He says, chia. All right, and once again, Fried sets against Pete Crow Armstrong. The 1-2, 2-2. Been quite a first inning here. Fried is slowly approaching the 30 pitch count. He's at 27 right now. Cubs right now 55-39. They're in first place. Brewers are a game behind them. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. First strikeout of the game for Max Fried. That was a 28-pitch inning for Max Fried. Bottom of the first will be coming up. The Cubs are on the board, 1-0. So let's see what the Yankees bats do against Matthew Boyd in the bottom of the first. We are in a commercial break. How is everybody doing? What is going on? How we feeling, folks? How we feeling? How we doing? Everybody in a good mood? No work for most of you, I'm assuming. But what is going on? What is going on? Make sure you all hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And 17 votes, and 47% of you said that Max Fried is going to strike out 4 to 6 batters. He already has 1. All right. So Yankees line up here. Oh, let's take that off. Goldschmidt, Bellinger, Judge, Giancarlo, Jazz, Trent, Grisham, Anthony Volpe, Austin Wells, Oswald, Peraza. Max Fried's your starting pitcher. He's got a 6-0 record career versus the Cubs, so he's done well against the Cubs. And Matthew Boyd, 9-3, 18 starts, 2.52 ERA. What's up, Eric Wallace? What's going on, buddy? How are you? All right. And the game should resume here. And the Cubs defense, Ian Happ, Pete Crow Armstrong, Kyle Tucker in the outfield. Birdie, Swanson, Horner, Turner in the infield. Suzuki is your DH. Carson Kelly is at the dish. Matthew Boyd is your starting pitcher. And here we go. Goldschmidt leading things off. And he swings at the first pitch. That is going to right field, but playable for Tucker. 1 pitch, 1 out. Just like that. And that'll bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. Bellinger, one of the heroes of last night's game, hit 3 home runs, almost had 4, but he got robbed by Tucker. But first career 3 home run game for Cody Bellinger. Batting average sitting pretty at 285. First pitch from Boyd is ball 1. As Boyd sets on the 1-0, the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Got him with that slider. Bellinger calls time. All right, Boyd sets here on the 1-1. And the pitch. Bellinger hits that to left field. Is that going to land? No. Ian Happ runs it down, makes the play, 2 down. And now we got the captain coming to the plate, Aaron Judge. So let's see if Judge could keep this inning alive. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the first. Let's see what Judge does. Does he hit home run 35 right here? And the first pitch to Judge. Curveball, strike 1. Boyd sets here on the 0-1. Here's the pitch. Judge fouls that one off. It's 0-2. Judge calls time. It snowballs, 2 strikes to Judge, 2 outs. Cubs are leading 1-0. Bottom of the first. Let's see if Judge is able to keep this inning alive. As Boyd sets on the 0-2. The pitch. Judge fouls it back, staying alive. So Judge with 34 home runs. Rally is leading all of Major League Baseball with 38. Shohei Ohtani right behind Judge with 32. Behind Ohtani was Schwarber. Here's the 0-2. As Judge fouls off that one. Still 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here to Aaron Judge. As Boyd sets here on the 0-2. And the pitch. Did he go? He did not, according to first base umpire. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2. Pitch is high, 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count is even. Here's the 2-2. Oh, just misses. It is now a full count to Aaron Judge. Started off 0-2. Now we're at 3 balls, 2 strikes. As Boyd sets here on a 3-2. Payoff pitch. Judge hits that ball to center field. Looking up, looking back. That ball is caught by Pete Crow Armstrong at the wall at the warning track as he takes a hit away from Aaron Judge. Oh, my God, that ball was traveling too. Oh, man. But that is out number 3. And we're going to the top of the second. Judge almost had his 35th. It's not far enough. Perky Sanderson, Hall of Fame. What's up? He says, "What's up, guys? Might be the time to trade Fried. He isn't sharp anymore." That's a pretty wild take there, man. He's having an ace type of season. He's 11-2. I mean, yeah, he's gonna have his rough outings. I mean, that was a rough first inning, but I don't know about all that. But it's a 1-0 game. We're going to the top of the second. We are in a commercial break. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you're new. Greatly appreciate it. Keep sharing this channel out. Let's continue growing this channel. Fried is hung over. Who's saying this stuff? Yeah, Spencer Jones might get the call up in September. He is impressing right now. He is impressive right now in AAA. So let's hope Fried has a better inning. Right now, his pitch count is at 28, so that pitch count was high. So he had a lot of pitches in that first inning. But the Cubs will have Dansby Swanson, Ian Happ, and Justin Turner in the top of the second. All right, Dansby Swanson takes a strike. He's leading things off here in the top of the second for the Cubs. As Fried sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Let's see if Fried could get his second strikeout. No balls, 2 strikes here to Dansby Swanson in the top of the second. Fried sets on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 down. Second strikeout for Max Fried. And that'll bring up Ian Happ to the plate. And here we have Ian Happ with 1 out as Fried sets against Happ. First pitch. Ball 1. As Fried sets here on the 1-0, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with that curveball. 1-1 now to Ian Happ. One ball, 1 strike here to Ian Happ. As Fried sets on the 1-1, the pitch is fouled away. 1-2. Let's see if Fried could get his third strike out of the game. Fried sets on the 1-2, the pitch. And that is hit to right field, and that will drop in front of Judge. So it's a single for Ian Happ, a 1-out single, and that'll bring up Justin Turner to the plate. All right, so Justin Turner's at the plate. First pitch, grounded foul, 0-1. Yeah, Justin Turner, 40 years old, still playing in Major League Baseball. Good for him. A double play would be perfect right here. Can the Yankees get it? As Fried sets here on the 0-1. The pitch, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Justin Turner. We have 1 out here in the top of the second. Runner on first. Cubs leading 1-0 as Fried sets on the 1-1. Here's the pitch. Whoa, pitch is way high. 2-1. Slippery baseball. It is 2 balls, 1 strike here to Justin Turner as Fried sets on the 2-1. The pitch. And let's see if they won't be able to turn 2. Oh, Jazz goes to first. He was going to go to second. I thought everybody was going to be safe. But that's 2 outs. Ian Happ is on second base. He gets Justin Turner out at first. And John Birdie will be coming to the plate with 2 outs, runner on second. What up, Sco? Yeah, Jazz should have just immediately thrown to first. I mean, no way he was going to get him out at second, but at least he got him out. But it is 1-0 here to John Birdie. As Fried sets here on the 1-0. The pitch, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Ian Happ is at second base with 2 outs. As Fried sets here on the 2-0. The pitch, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes here to John Birdie. As Fried sets here on the 3-0. The pitch. It's a 4-pitch walk to Birdie. So he draws a walk with 2 outs. Second walk issued by Max Fried. Fried is struggling a little bit in today's game. That should bring out Matt Blake, I would imagine. We got runners on first and second. So Fried needs to settle down here. It looks like Blake is not coming out. And we're back to the top of the lineup. Nico Horner, who got things started for the Blue Jays with a triple in his first at bat and also scored a run. So runners on first and second with 2 outs. Nico Horner at the plate. First pitch. Right to Jazz on the line drive for out number 3. And the bottom of the second is coming up. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. 4, 5, 6 batters coming up. Giancarlo Stanton, Jazz, and Grisham coming up in the bottom of the second. They're still up 1-0. Yeah, so Fried's pit. Yeah, Fried is he's at 44 pitches, so he had 16. So pitch count was better. You know, he had 28 in that first inning. Now he had 16 in that second. So it's a lot better. But he's already at 44 pitches. But we are in a commercial break. Bottom of the second will be coming up. Let's see if the Yankees could get on the board in the bottom of the second. But how are we doing today, folks? But yeah, Fried needs to get it together though. He's definitely struggling. Like I said, at least it's still a 1-0 game. It's not like the Yankees. It's not like he's given up like 3 or 4 runs. But let's see if what the 4, 5, 6 batters do against Matthew Boyd. You did miss a Judge at bat. You got a hit taken away from him there, Frederick. But the game should start here momentarily. Here we go. Giancarlo Stanton will lead things off for the New York Yankees. Giancarlo had that 2-run home run on a pinch hit against Seattle a couple of nights ago. And Boyd's first pitch, strike 1. So it is 0-1 here to Giancarlo Stanton as Boyd sets. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is inside, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Ooh, big swing and miss, 1-2. It's a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. As Boyd sets on the 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Giancarlo strikes out. 1 down. Jazz Chisholm coming to the plate. That was a nice breaking ball there by Boyd as Giancarlo chases that one. And now we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the plate. With 1 down. So let's see what he does here against Boyd. First pitch. And that is line drive foul. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. And Jazz pops it up as Horner makes the play. 2 down. So 2 quick outs here for Matthew Boyd. And that'll bring up Trent Grisham to the plate. Let's see if Grisham is able to keep the inning alive. Yeah, Bryce, he's struggling a little bit. Hopefully he can settle down in the third. Well, the Yankees are, struggling just a little bit. Is the season over now? Should we just DFA the whole team? Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. As Grisham takes ball 1. The 1-0. As Grisham hits that to center field, but Pete Crow Armstrong is right there to make the play. And a quick inning for Boyd. So top of the third coming up. Still a 1-0 game, so Yankees still don't have a hit. But top of the third coming up. Let's hope Fried can keep the pitch count down in the top of the third. We got Kyle Tucker, Seiya Suzuki, Carson Kelly due up in the top of the third. So Fried right now at 44 pitches. 24 of those pitches are strikes. So he's got 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, only gave up the 1 run on a couple of hits. But we are in a commercial break. Game will resume here shortly. Hopefully everybody's having a good Saturday. Appreciate you all tuning in. As always, guys and gals are the best. Guys and gals are the best. The game should resume here shortly. Now I really want to go see that new Superman movie. I watched Ace's review on the Superman review that he did. I really want to go watch that movie now. Might go do that either tomorrow or Monday or something. We'll see. But All-Star break is next week. All-Star game on the 14th. No, on the 15th. Home run derby on the 14th. And we are back to the game as Fried is back on the mound. The first pitch to Tucker is strike one. Tucker is 0 for 1. He had an RBI ground out. I got the Cubs on the board. Cubs are up 1-0 here in the top of the third as Fried sets on the 0-1. Here's the pitch. 1-1. It's 1-1 here to Tucker. The pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Let's see if Fried could get his third strikeout of the game. One ball, two strikes. Fried sets. The 1-2. Grounded foul. Still 1-2. Fried sets on a 1-2. The pitch is. Did he go? He did not. Third base umpire said. So it is 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Kyle Tucker. Boone is looking on. I don't think he's happy with that call. Yankees all time against the Cubs, 27-7. So they've had great success against the Cubs historically. As Fried sets. Here's the 2-2. Outside. Full count. Fried already at 50 pitches. Fried sets. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And that is line drive to left field. Tucker gets his first hit of the game with a single. So the Cubs get their leadoff man on here in the top of the third. That'll bring up Seiya Suzuki to the plate. So Tucker at first, Suzuki's at the plate. As Tucker takes his lead there at first base. And the first pitch to Suzuki, swing and a miss. 0-1. Suzuki 0 for 1 in today's game. As Fried sets on the 0-1. The pitch. Misses on that one. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now. Tucker takes his lead at first. 1-1 to Suzuki. As he throws over to first, Tucker gets back. So pickoff leaders, Boyd and Fried are both tied at 7 this season for pickoffs. So they're both tied at 7. They lead all of Major League. Looks like they lead all of Major League Baseball. The 1-1, 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Max Fried, or to Seiya Suzuki. The 2-1. Ground ball. That is a fair ball. Goes down the left field line. Let's see if Tucker could score here. Actually, he will stop at third, and that is a double for Suzuki with nobody out. Runners on second and third, and that'll bring up Carson Kelly to the plate. So Max Fried struggling in today's outing. Just can't seem to settle down. So runners on second and third with nobody out. And here we have Carson Kelly. 1-0. As Fried sets on the 1-0. Here's the pitch. And that is ball misses Peraza and passes Volpe, and that's going to score the second run of the game. So it's an RBI for Kelly. Now we got runners on the corners. It's a 2-0 game now. So early struggles here, people. Peraza tried making a dive and catch, bounces off his glove, and passes Volpe. I mean, yeah, just hits the end of his glove. Not much Volpe could have done there, but the official scoring is a single and an RBI. So 2-0 game here. Pete Crow Armstrong is at the plate. So third inning, some problems happening as Armstrong pops it up in foul territory. And Goldschmidt makes the play. The Yankees finally get their first out of the inning. So one down. And that's going to bring up Dansby Swanson to the plate. And Fried throws over to first to check on Kelly. So we have runners on the corners. It's a 2-0 game. Cubs are leading. Top of the third with one out. First pitch, swing and a miss to Swanson. 0-1. As Fried sets here on the 0-1, the pitch. That is a grounder. Let's see if they could turn two. There's one. And pitch is way overthrown by Jazz. That goes into the stands. That was a Chuck Knobloch kind of throw. It's now a 3-0 game with two outs. That should have been a double play. I'm pretty sure they're going to score that as an error. So runner on second on the bad throw by Jazz as Ian Happ takes ball one. Ian Happ is 1 for 1 today. Yeah, so throwing error on Jazz. It's a 3-0 game, so Yankees struggling. It's 2 balls, no strikes here to Ian Happ. Here's the pitch. And that is a base hit to center field. That's going to score Swanson. It's a 4-0 game. So Max Fried just does not have it today, folks. He is at 63 pitches. He's given up 4 runs already. Not looking good for the Yankee starter. So the error brings another run. So it's not it. This is not it, people. Not it. It's a 4-0 game. So Matt Blake out there trying to settle down Max Fried. So it's just one of those games, I guess. All right. Fried is now facing Justin Turner, who's 0 for 1. He takes strike 1. The 0-1. 1-1. Pitch is 2-1. Yeah, Fried already at 66 pitches here in the bottom of the third. Yeah, it's going to be probably an early one. What is Craig Counsell complaining about? He's talking with home plate umpire about something. What are they discussing? Hey, Cold Italian Pizza. How you doing? How you doing? What's up, man? Yeah, for real, Cold Italian. Oh, they're calling for a catcher's interference. They say Turner's bat made contact with Wells's glove. I guess they're checking that right now. I mean, you can't really tell from here. Oh, the foot was touching. That's what they're talking about. The foot made his Wells's foot made contact with Turner. It's under review, but when the pitch happened, though, the foot was off. So I don't know how you rule that. So weird. I mean, if the foot was on him the whole time, I could see the case, but it wasn't on him. But the foot got away when the pitch went down. I don't think there should. I don't think anything should happen here personally, but again, you never know. All right, no catcher's interference. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, if his foot looks like Craig Counsell is trying to, all right, looks like he's going to argue. But the thing is, it made Wells made initial contact, but then immediately got his foot off of Turner's leg or foot. So if his foot was still in contact with Justin Turner's when the pitch went down, then sure, I could see the case here. But when the pitch went down, there was no contact. So but it's been a long third inning. 66 pitches for Fried. It's 2-1 here to Justin Turner. It's a 2-1 count here to Turner. 4-0 game as Fried sets on the 2-1. The pitch, 3-1 now. Fried is struggling mightily in today's game. Just does not have the stuff. Here's the 3-1. And he walks him. And the struggles continue here. The third inning continues. We got runners on first and second. Eighth batter coming up here in the top of the third. John Birdie coming up. He had a walk in his first at bat. 4-0 game. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Top of the third. This game could get real ugly real quick. 4-0 game with a chance to add more for the Cubs. First pitch, ball 1. As Fried sets here on the 1-0. The pitch. 2-0 now to John Birdie. Yeah, this is not it for Max Fried. He's at pitch number 70 right now. This is not his game, folks. Not his game, unfortunately. Here's the 2-0. 2-1. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Strike 4-0 game. Fried finally get out of this. Fried right now at 72 pitches. He desperately needs to get out of this inning. It's been a hellacious inning. Cubs putting up 3 runs in here in the top of the third. And there's a grounder. Volpe fields it, throws it to second, gets to force out at second. And finally, the inning is over. Volpe, Wells, Peraza coming up here in the bottom of the third. Can the Yankees get something going? It's going to be one of these games here, people. Well, let's hope it's not one of these games, I'm assuming. But games like this, though, never fun. Yeah, Petruzzi. He did send me a link to pop on tonight. He gave me a time slot. I'll message him and I'll try and pop. I'm gonna try and pop in for a couple of minutes just to say what's up. I know Alex, he's got a new venture, which I want to congratulate him for that. I'm very happy for him, and rightfully so. He deserves it. So I wish him the best. But I like to pop in for a couple of minutes and say what's up. The Yankees need to get something going here. They haven't even gotten a hit yet. So, and we're going to the bottom of the third. Oh, probably Jasmine. All right. We're back to the game. Anthony Volpe will lead things off here for the New York Yankees. First pitch, strike one. Yeah, Boyd's pitch count, solid. As Volpe fouls that one back, it's 0-2. Boyd had 22 pitches through 2 innings. So he's in a pretty comfortable spot. Yankees bats need to get something going here. The Yankees are down 4-0. Here's the 0-2. Ball's in the dirt, 1-2. It's Anthony Volpe. That was a long third inning for the Yankees. And Volpe hits that to center field, but right to P. Crow Armstrong. 1 down. And that'll bring up Austin Wells to the plate. And Ian Hamilton is warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. So Fried, just looking at his hand, showing it to the umpire. I don't know if something's up with his hand as Wells pops it up on the first pitch. 2 quick outs. So Yankees bats cold so far. 2 down. So they're saying that Fried might have a blister on his fingers. So I mean, if that's the case, it makes sense why he's struggling. Peraza at the plate now with 2 outs, and he takes strike one. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. So a quick 0-2 count here to Peraza. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Cubs leading 4-0 against the Yankees. As Boyd sets here on the 0-2. Did he go? Yes, he did. He went around. A quick inning there for Boyd. Top of the fourth coming up. Top of the lineup coming up for the Chicago Cubs. The Yankees just can't get anything going. What's up, D's channel? I'm enjoying my Saturday. How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah. Yeah, Lou. He said, watch us get no hit. Yeah, I heard that, bro. Well, we are in a commercial break, folks. Thank you all for, as always, thank you all for tuning in. You guys and gals are the best. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. All right. So, yeah, looks like Fried will be taken out of the game. Ian Hamilton will take over pitching duties. Yeah, they're saying it's a blister. I read someone said blister. I don't know, but it would explain why he's struggling, why he struggled. But Ian Hamilton's in the game, so worth noting, no earned runs in the last 13 of the last 15 games. So despite Hamilton struggling this season for the Yankees, last 13 of the 15 games he's pitched, he's looked really good. So let's see if he could make this an easy inning, because Max Fried has struggled mightily, but it looks like there was a problem with his hand. So again, they're saying blister, but we'll find out. Hopefully, some more. So top of the order coming up for the Chicago Cubs. We're in the top of the fourth. Cubs leading 4-0. As Hamilton sets first pitch, strike one. Nico Horner 1 for 2, had a triple in the first and also scored a run. As Hamilton sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Hamilton sets here on the 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. One down. And that'll bring up Kyle Tucker to the plate. So Fried's outing was 3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs. 3 of those were earned. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. It wasn't the outing we were expecting. I know that for sure. But here we have Kyle Tucker at the plate. It's 0-1 to Kyle Tucker as Hamilton sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. 1-1. As Hamilton sets here on the 1-1. The pitch. 2-1. Two balls, one strike here to Tucker as Hamilton sets here on the 2-1. The pitch. That is hit to center field. Grisham is right there to make the play. 2 down. And that'll bring up Seiya Suzuki. So Seiya Suzuki 1 for 2 in today's game. As Hamilton sets. First pitch is foul ball. 0-1. As Hamilton sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. Cubs leading 4-0 here in the top of the fourth. As Hamilton sets here on the 1-1. The pitch is popped up, but it is out of play. It is 1-2. Let's play that 2. Strikes, 2 outs. As Hamilton sets here on the 1-2. The pitch popped up in the infield, and Jazz is right there to make the play. So an easy inning for Ian Hamilton. That was the easiest inning for the Yankees to get out of the top of the fourth. Top of the order coming up for the Yankees. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. What's up, Ethan? He says, relax, guys. The Yankees can come back into this game. They have done multiple games. Yeah, it ain't over. Remember, they were down 5-0 against Seattle. They were getting no hit. Boom, made that comeback. Well, I'm not necessarily saying it could. It'll happen today. It's not guaranteed, but it's possible. But bottom of the fourth coming up. Yankees still need to get a hit. They need to get on. They need to get on base. They need to make something happen. But we are in a commercial break. I'll take a small break myself. I'll be right back, folks. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you're new, share this channel out. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. All right, we're back. We're back. Game will resume here shortly. Goldschmidt leading things off. He's 0 for 1 in today's game. 1-0 to Paul Goldschmidt. Yankees still do not have a hit. The 1-0. 2-0 now to Paul Goldschmidt. Here's the 2-0. Goldschmidt pops that up. Foul territory. Turner running after it, and he makes the play. Goldschmidt pops out in foul territory. 1 down. And that'll bring up Cody Bellinger. It's like Boone and Judge are having a conversation about something. Bellinger 0 for 1. Once again, Yankees still don't have a hit in this game today. And first pitch to Bellinger, 0-1. Boyd sets the 0-1. That is called strike 2. 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. 1-2. The 1-2. Bellinger line drive, foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the fourth. Cubs leading 4-0. Yankees trying to get their first hit of the game. It is 1-2 here to Cody Bellinger as Boyd sets here on the 1-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Bellinger strikes out. 2 down. And that brings up Aaron Judge to the plate. Judge fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1. And the 0-1. Judge fouls off another pitch. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here to Judge. We're in the bottom of the 4th. It's 2 outs. Here's the 0-2. Pitch is outside, 1-2. The 1-2. Judge, that is a fair ball, passes birdie. Judge going for 2. As Happ throws it into second base, and Judge is safe. A 2-out double by Aaron Judge. And finally, the Yankees get their first hit of the game. Let's see if Giancarlo Stanton coming to the plate. Let's see if he could keep this thing alive. Maybe the Yankees could get something going here. Judge gets his 23rd double of the season. And we have Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. He is 0-1. First pitch, swing and a miss on a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. As Boyd sets here on the 0-1. The pitch. Oh, swing and a miss. Swung at a pitch below the strike zone. 0-2 now to Giancarlo Stanton. As Boyd sets on the 0-2, Giancarlo fouls it back. Still staying alive. Judge at second base, 0-2 to Giancarlo Stanton. As Boyd sets on the 0-2, the pitch. Did he go? He did not. 1-2. Two and two now to Giancarlo Stanton. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Cubs leading 4-0. Yankees get their first hit of the game on a double by Aaron Judge. Let's see if Stanton can keep this game alive. The 2-2, keep this inning alive, should I say. Full count now to Giancarlo. So it was an 0-2 count. Now it's a 3-2 count to Giancarlo. And Jazz Chisholm waiting on deck. Boyd sets. The payoff. Giancarlo fouls it back. Still 3-2. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Giancarlo as Boyd steps off. Yankees also trying to get their first run of the game. And Boyd is ready. Giancarlo's ready. Boyd sets here on the 3-2. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss, and Giancarlo Stanton strikes out again for the second straight time. So Yankees leave a runner on base. We're going now to the top of the 5th. Still a 4-0 game. So Yankees X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, they have reported that Max Fried left today's game with a blister on his left index finger. So there you go. Well, top of the 5th coming up here, people. Yeah, nobody on the Yankees are having a good day. Yeah, just overall, just bad performance so far. Excuses from the Yankees. What else is new? Well, commercial break. Top of the 5th will be coming up. And Carson Kelly, Pete Crow Armstrong, Dansby Swanson are due up. But Ian Hamilton should probably be back on the mound. Pitched well in the 4th. That was like the easiest inning for the Yankees so far. Yeah, so Fried left the game with a blister on his left index finger. And we're back to the game. Ian Hamilton is back on the mound. It is 0-1 here to Carson Kelly. He's 1 for 1 in today's game. One and one now. One ball, one strike here to Kelly. As Fried sets on a 1-1 to pitch. 2-1. As Hamilton sets on the 2-1, the pitch is foul. 2-2 now. The 2-2 swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 down. And here we have Pete Crow Armstrong, who's 0 for 2, and he pops it up to right field. Judge making a run, makes the play, 2 down here in the top of the 5th. So 2 quick outs here for the Yankees, and that'll bring up Dansby Swanson to the plate. Dansby Swanson 0 for 2 in today's game as Hamilton sets on the 0 against Swanson, and Swanson pops that up to right field. Judge looking up, looking back, makes the play. Another quick inning for Ian Hamilton. 5, 6, 7 batters coming up. Jazz, Grisham, Volpe. Bottom of the 5th coming up. So good job to Ian Hamilton. What's up, Ethan? Do you mean happened with Gleyber versus? Do you mean Brian Wu? I just want to make sure. Frida spent time in the IL 4 times in the past 8 seasons with a blister issue. That's interesting. Thanks for sharing that there, Petruzzi. Yeah, that game against Brian Wu though. Yeah, Brian Wu had a perfect game going. Ian Hamilton, how many more innings does he go? Let's see. What is his pitch count right now? He's at 18. In my personal opinion, I don't think he should go anymore. With the top of the 6, I think they should probably bring I would imagine they would bring in like a guy like Loaisiga or something. Yeah, that probably I would say bring in Loaisiga into the game. He's pitched 18. I'm sure he could pitch more, but we'll see what Boone decides to do. But we're back to the game here. 0-1 to Jazz. Jazz is 0 for 1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. And as I was talking about who might come in, we got Scott Efros warming up in the bullpen, so you might see him coming into the top of the 6th to take over for Hamilton. 1-2 now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. As Boyd sets on a 1-2, the pitch. And there's a slow little roller, should I say. And Jazz will safely make it, so that will be an infield single for Jazz. Starts things off here with a hit in the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up Trent Grisham to the plate. Yankees get their second hit of the game. First throw over there by Boyd. Grisham is 0 for 1 in today's game. Got Jazz at first. Nobody out. Bottom of the 5th. Grisham at the plate. Cubs leading 4-0 as Boyd sets. Here's the pitch. And hit sharply. This could be 2. There's 1. And there's 2. A double play by Grisham. And just like that, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And that'll bring up Anthony Volpe. Ball was hit well, but Horner was right there to start the double play. And that brings up Anthony Volpe to the plate. Well, it wasn't. The Mariners were tipping their pitches, and I talked about this yesterday. If the opposing team is tipping their pitches, that I'm sorry, but that's on the other team. That's not the Yankees stealing pitches. That's the Yankees knowing what the opposing pitcher is gonna throw. But that's on the pitcher. They're the ones tipping the pitches. There's nothing illegal about that. The 1-2, 2-2. The 2-2. Ground ball, but it is foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cubs leading 4-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. As Boyd sets the 2-2. Volpe pops that one up to left field, but Ian Happ is right there to make the play. And that is out number 3, top of the 6th coming up. So game sucks for the Yankees. Susan says Volpe being Volpe. Yeah. But the Yankees offense just can't seem to get anything going here, folks. But it looks like Scott Efros will come into the game to fill in for Ian Hamilton. Yeah, there's like I've been saying, if the opposing team they're tipping their pitches and the other team knows what's coming, that's on the team that's tipping that's on the pitcher. It's not like the Yankees were using any sort of like technology or anything like that. They just knew what was coming. But top of the 6th will be coming up. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out. Top fans of the chat, Desiree, Petruzzi, and Susan. And actually, I'm going to end this poll here too. So 47% of you said that Fried would have 4 to 6. 18% of you said 1 to 3. So to the 18%, congratulations. All right, we should be back to the game here. And here we have Scott Efros in the game. It's ball 1 here to Ian Happ. Ian Happ is 2 for 2. So 4 scoreless appearances for Scott Efros in 5 games. Here's the 1-0. Grounded to first. Goldschmidt will take it himself. He steps on the bag. 1 down. And that'll bring up Justin Turner to the plate. Actually, Michael Busch. So it looks like Michael Busch is pinch hitting for Justin Turner. And the first pitch, strike 1. The 0-1. And that is hit into center field. Grisham running after it. And he makes the play. Nice play there by Trent Grisham. And that is the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up John Birdie to the plate. And John Birdie is 0 for 1 in today's game. One ball, one strike now to John Birdie. And there's a grounder fielded by Peraza. Fires to first for out number 3. Good inning there by Efros. And the bottom of the 6th is coming up. Yankees will have their 8-9-1 batters coming up. It's still a 4-0 game. So after Max Fried struggles, the bullpen so far coming through for the Yankees. The bats have been struggling in today's game. So let's see if they can get something going here. Yeah, well, baseball is a funny game there, Welkin. Yes, indeed. Bottom of the 6th will be coming up. Let's see if the Yankees can get some hits going. They only have 2 hits in today's game. The Cubs have 4 runs on 6 hits. So Yankees bats need to get something going here, get together some hits, manufacture some runs. Got to get a little rally going. At least try to make it a 2-run game. You know what I mean? All right, name that Yankee. 267 batting average, 1,254 hits, 102 home runs. Played for the Angels in 66 to 70. Played for the Yankees 78 to 79. Phillies, A's 73, 74 to 78. Dodgers 80 to 82. Cubs 82 to 84. Dodgers again 85. Anybody can name that Yankee? A lot of teams, several teams. And Wells starts things off here in the bottom of the 6th. He takes ball 1. Michael Busch will take over at first base. Not sure if Justin Turner's hurt or what, but he is in the game as Wells takes ball 2. It's 2-0 now. Here's the 2-0. That is called a strike. As Jonathan Loaisiga is warming up in the bullpen now for the Yankees. It's 2-1 to Austin Wells. He is 0 for 1 in today's game as Boyd sets here on the 2-1. And the pitch. And line drive, foul, 2-2. As Boyd sets on the 2-2, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Wells strikes out. 1 down. Looks like that is the 5th strikeout for Matthew Boyd. Only gave up a couple of hits, no walks, no runs. So Boyd is having a nice outing here against the Yankees. And that'll bring up Oswald Peraza to the plate. It is 0-1 here to Peraza. Here's the 0-1. Foul ball, 0-2. Boyd sets on the 0-2. The pitch. Peraza fouls it off. Still 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And Peraza hits that to center field. And Armstrong makes the play. 2 down. And that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. Goldschmidt 0 for 2 in today's game. So let's see if Goldschmidt can keep this inning alive. First pitch, 1-0. The 1-0. And that is hit right to Swanson. He throws to first, and the Yankees go down in order. Top of the 7th coming up. Yankees bats once again on the cold side. Yeah, it's just one of those games for the New York Yankees, unfortunately. Well, the pitcher on the mound, Matthew Boyd for the Cubs. I mean, he's doing, he's pitching well against the Yankees. The Yankees bats just can't get anything going against him. So Boyd is having a great outing for the Cubs. I had a feeling that they were going to have a little bit of a hard game here against Boyd. Fortunately, Fried did not have a great outing, but the top of the order will be coming up for the Chicago Cubs. Jonathan Loaisiga will replace Scott Effross. But commercial break here, folks. Game will resume momentarily. What's up, Bill? How's it going, dude? How's the wife? How are you? And here we have Jonathan Loaisiga. He's been struggling since he's been back, not having the greatest of outings recently. He's given up 6 home runs so far this season, which ties his career high. And we have Nico Hoerner leading things off. So Hoerner, Tucker, Seiya, Suzuki, top of the order coming up here. As Hoerner takes strike 1, he is 1 for 3 today. The 0-1. That is chop foul, 0-2. All right, Bill. Well, keep us in the loop, man. As long as you and your wife are doing well. Health is the most important thing. 0-2 to here to Horner. Here's the 0-2. Foul ball. Still 0-2 to Nico Horner. Loisaga sets on the 0-2. The pitch. That is a foul ball. Still 0-2. Loisaga sets here on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. Struck him out looking. One down. I just got him like right on the edge. Right on the edge. But nice pitch there by Jonathan Loisaga. That'll bring up Kyle Tucker to the plate. Looks like Loisaga's having some issues with the pitch comm. Sounds like it's resolved. He's just adjusting it right now. So Kyle Tucker will be coming to the plate. He's 1 for 3. As Loisaga sets here against Tucker. First pitch, strike one. Loisaga sets here on the 0-1. The pitch, swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here to Kyle Tucker. Cubs leading 4-0 here in the top of the 7th. As Loisaga sets here on the 0-2. The pitch, ball in the dirt, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here to Kyle Tucker. As Loisaga sets. The 1-2. Gets a piece of it. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Ball in the dirt, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Kyle Tucker. Loisaga sets here on the 2-2. The pitch, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes out of Kyle Tucker. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 7th. Loisaga sets. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Hit right back to Loisaga, and he will toss it over to first. 2 down, and that'll bring up Seiya Suzuki. And here we have Seiya Suzuki. He is 1 for 3 as Loisaga sets. First pitch, called strike, 0-1. So we have 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Loizaga trying to make this a 1-2-3 inning as he sets on the 0-1. The pitch is hit to right back to Loizaga once again, and he tosses it to first. Good inning there by Jonathan Loizaga. We are going to the bottom of the 7th. The Cubs are up 4-0. Can the Yankees get something going? But it is the 7th inning stretch. Go ahead, get up, stretch, get some food, get a drink, get a snack. Come right back, folks. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a break myself, and I'm going to leave you all with some tunes. Don't go away. All right, we should be back to the game here momentarily. Bottom of the 7th coming up. 2, 3, 4 batters coming up for the Yankees. So Yankees bats have been struggling here. So 4 runs, 6 hits for the Cubs. Yankees have not scored any runs and only had a couple of hits. So the bats have been struggling once again. Pitching has held it down for the Yankees with the exception of Max Fried. And Boyd is back on the mound as Bellinger takes strike 1. Bellinger is 0 for 2 today. The 0-1. Bellinger hits a grounder to Nico Horner, tosses it to first for out number 1. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. And here we have Aaron Judge, who's 1 for 2 in today's game. First pitch. Judge rips that to left field. That ball is fair and bounces off the wall. And that'll be a ground rule double. So Judge with another double in today's game. So Yankees get their third hit of the game on a Aaron Judge ground rule double. That is his 24th double of the game. This brings up Giancarlo Stanton, who has struck out twice in today's game. Let's see what he does in his third at bat this afternoon. First pitch. Oh, he pops it up on the first pitch. And it looks like Pete Crow Armstrong will make the play, 2 down. And let's see what Jazz Chisholm does as he's coming to the plate. Jazz fouls off the first pitch. It's 0-1. Got Tim Hill warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. The 0-1. Jazz with a grounder to second and a quick inning. Boyd having a solid outing here against the Yankees. And we're going to the top of the 8th. Kelly, Crow Armstrong, and Swanson coming up. So, once again, the Yankees bats failing miserably. But here we are, folks. Yeah, the Yankees bats is not making it happen today. So, like I said, Boyd is having a good outing. You know, he just finished 7 innings. He's at 76 pitches right now. So he probably will be back out in the 8th. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if he pitches a freaking complete game at this point. What's up, Barbara? How's it going? Thanks for popping in. She says Jazz needs to stop jogging first base. Does it a lot. Yeah, well, at least he runs to first base. He may jog, but there's some guys that won't even do that for lazy play. But Yankees final game against the Cubs is tomorrow at 1:35. Then we got the All-Star break next week. And Jonathan Loaiza goes back on the mound for the Yankees. Kelly takes strike 1. It is 0-1 here to Carson Kelly. As Loaiza sets on the 0-1. That pitch is fouled, 0-2. Loizaga sets on the 0-2. The pitch. Foul back. Still 0-2. Loizaga sets on the 0-2. And the pitch. And that ball is hit deep into left field. Looking up is Bellinger, and that ball is gone. A solo home run for Carson Kelly. And just like that, it's a 5-0 game. So this game sucks once again. Loizaga giving up another home run. Seven home runs allowed this season for Jonathan Loizaga. That is his career high. And that's going to do it for him. Boone has seen enough. And looks like Tim Hill will probably be coming into the game. Yeah, Loizaga just doesn't have it this season, folks. Not sure what's going on with Jonathan Loizaga. It's just doesn't have it. Just does not have it. Well, we are in a commercial break. Tim Hill will be coming into the game. So, yeah, Loizaga's under contract this season, and then for 2026, there's a club option. Honestly, if you want my opinion, if this is Loizaga, I'm not bringing him back for $5 million. Yankees could use that money elsewhere. No, he hasn't been, Susan. He hasn't been, unfortunately. He's just not been the same player. But since he came off the IL, but I don't know that the Yankees bring him back on that club option. It is a club option, but I think the Yankees could use that $5 million elsewhere. Honestly, it's too bad because I really like Jonathan Loizaga. I mean, he's got good stuff, but it's just he's just struggling mightily this season. I was honestly surprised that the Yankees had even brought him back. All right, we're back to the game. Tim Hill's in the game, and one pitch, one out. Pete Carl Armstrong grounds out, so there's one down. And that's going to bring up Dansby Swanson to the plate. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. First pitch, 0-1. As Hill sets on the 0-1. Ground ball right back to Tim Hill. Nice play as he tosses it to first. 2 down, just like that. And JT Brubaker warming up right now in the Yankees bullpen. It should be Will Warren there, Susan. Ian Happ is 2 for 3 in today's game. First pitch is popped up in right field, and Judge is right there to make the play. Tim Hill comes in, takes care of business. Cubs put up another run. It's now a 5-0 game. 6, 7, 8 batters coming up. Grisham, Volpe, Wells. Yeah, it should be Will Warren versus Shohei Imanaga in tomorrow's finale. Yeah, just kind of looking ahead here. So, yeah, Shohei Imanaga versus Will Warren. It looks like Imanaga has a 5-3 record with a 2.80 ERA. He had 42 strikeouts. Will Warren with a 6-4 record with a 4.70 ERA has 111 strikeouts. I think Imanaga was also hurt earlier in the year. Yeah, we'll see how Warren does. Warren has, he's been good this season. Yes, he's had some rough outings, but as I keep saying, I know I keep repeating myself, but he's a rookie. There's going to be growing pains with these guys. So, but he has all the potential to be a good pitcher. At best he's a number 3, number 4 guy in a rotation. But it'll be interesting to see what the rotation looks like going into 2026. I know that's way ahead, that's out there, that's far away, but we'll see because Cole will be back. Pitching staff is going to be interesting. All right, we're back to the game. Boyd is out there in the bottom of the 8th, and Grisham takes ball 1. Grisham is 0 for 2 in today's game. The 1-0. 2-0. The 2-0. And there's a grounder hit to second as Grisham grounds out. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. And that'll bring up Anthony Volpe to the plate. Officially 2 hours into today's game, so pretty quick, all things considered. And Volpe gets a single there, gets his first hit of the game. So Volpe with a 1-out single. So we got a runner on first. That'll bring up Austin Wells to the plate. Boyd is at 80 pitches. Volpe swings at the first pitch, gets a single out of it. And Austin Wells is at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. First pitch, strike 1. Wells did not like that call. Got him on that outside corner. As Wells is taking his time getting back into the batter's box. As Boyd sets here on the 0-1. Throws over to first to check on Volpe. We got Keller warming up in the bullpen for the Chicago Cubs. The 0-1. 1-1. That's a funny username. The 1-1. 1-2. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Austin Wells. Runner on first, 1 out. Cubs up 5-0 here against the Yankees. Yankees bats have struggled mightily in today's game. Just can't get nothing going except for putting together a few hits. And Wells strikes out looking. 2 down, just like that. 6th strikeout of the game for Matthew Boyd. And that's going to bring up Oswald Peraza. That was a filthy pitch there by Boyd, I'm not going to lie. And Peraza 0 for 2 in today's game. Let's see what he does with 2 outs. First pitch, and he hits a grounder and force out to second. And that'll do it. Top of the 9th coming up. Yankees down 5-0. And JT Brubaker will be coming into the game for Tim Hill. Yeah, they might put Boyd back out there in the 9th inning to try and pitch a complete game. Yo, Gusto's in the building. He says like, share, subscribe. My man Gusto in the building. What up, Gusto? Make sure y'all go check out his channel. He's got his own channel, Chasing Dreams in the Philippines. Feel free to post your link there, dude. Feel free to post your link. Gusto's my boy. Just went out there just came back from the Philippines. All right, so who's that? Name that Yankee. Jay Johnstone. That's the name that Yankee. Answer. Salute to you there, Gusto. Sweet Beagle. All right. So Bush, Birdie, Horner coming up for the Cubs. So 8-9-1 batters coming up. Here we have JT Brubaker on the mound for the Yankees. And Bush takes strike 1. The 0-1. 1-1. Ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike here now to Michael Bush. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. The 2-2. And Bush hits that to center field. Grisham makes the play. 1 down. John Birdie coming to the plate. You're still on Philippines time? No surprise, Gusto. Yankees suck today. That's what happened. So Boyd, 8 innings, 4 hits, struck out 6, did not give up any runs, did not give up any walks. 85 pitches. Does he come back out in the bottom of the ninth? We'll see. 1-0 here to Birdie. But they got Keller warming up in the bullpen for the Cubs. So the 1-0. And there's a little blooper. Volpe could not come up with it. And it'll be a single for John Birdie. And that'll bring up Nico Horner. We're back to the top of the lineup. As Brubaker faces Horner here. Horner 1 for 4 in today's game. Brubaker thrown over to first. So Boyd's day might be over. Which if it is, I mean, solid outing. And Brubaker throws over again to first. And, ball passes Jazz. Could not come up with the catch. And Birdie steals second base. Yeah, Jazz couldn't come up with it on the hop, but not a great throw by Wells. So runner on second now with 1 out. And almost a wild pitch. Good save there by Wells. It's 2-0 now to Horner. The 2-0. 2-1. The 2-1. Ball in the dirt. 3-1. Stopped by Wells. The 3-1. It's a walk to Horner. So we got runners on first and second, 1 out. And that'll bring up Kyle Tucker to the plate. All right, we have Kyle Tucker with 2 runners on, 1 out. Top of the ninth, Cubs leading 5-0. As Brubaker sets, throws over to second to check on Birdie, as Birdie safely makes it back. First pitch. All the way, 0-1. One now to Kyle Tucker. Brubaker sets on a 1-1. Oh, did they get birdie? He is safe. As of right now, birdie steals third base. Let's see if they get the tag. Let's see the replay. Wow, crazy. Well, it looks like they're challenging it. So it is under review. Let's see what they say. Yep, the runner is out, so they overturn it. So Birdie got picked. Birdie got thrown out. So that's 2 outs. Runner on first now. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyle Tucker, who's 1 for 4 in today's game. Boone is pissed off for these guys messing up the call. That'll be funny if he gets thrown out. All right, back to the game, and Brubaker throws over to first. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Yankees down 5-0 against the Cubs. The 1-1. And Tucker hits that ball into right field. Judge is right there to make the play for out number 3. Bottom of the 9th coming up. Last chance for the New York Yankees to try to make something happen. Top of the order coming up. Looks like Boone is going to come out. I believe he's going to talk with, I'm assuming, the third base umpire here. He was signaling for something. So it looks like Brad Keller is going to replace Matthew Boyd. So Matthew Boyd's day is over. Who's after the Cubs? Well, they got the All-Star break this next week. Then after the Cubs, the Yankees are going to travel to Atlanta to play against the Braves on a 3-game set. Yeah, the schedule does not get easy in the month of July. Not easy at all. So they got this series against the Cubs. Then the All-Star break, they travel to Atlanta. Then after that, they travel to Toronto again on the 3-game set. Those games are going to be crucial. They need to show up for that series. Then they come back home, and they have a 3-game set against the Phillies. Then they have a 4-game set against the Rays. The Phillies and Rays series are all at Yankee Stadium. So the Rays will be a 4-game set. So Yankees have a tough stretch of games coming up. So this All-Star break, hopefully it benefits them to get the much-needed break that they need. Yeah, Red Sox are they're hot right now. All right, here we have Paul Goldschmidt. He's 0 for 3 in today's game. And Brad Keller is here to close things out. Try and close things out for the Cubs as Goldschmidt hits a grounder, fielded by Birdie, throws over to first, 1 down. And Cody Bellinger will now come to the plate. Bellinger 0 for 3 in today's game. After hitting 3 homers last night. He was red hot last night. First pitch, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And that is fouled away, 1-1. Two and one now to Cody Bellinger. Yeah, I don't know where he is. Here's the 2-1. And that is hit to left field. And that will drop. And that will be a ground rule double for Cody Bellinger as he gets his first hit of the game. That's his 18th double of the season. 17-game hitting streak, the longest of his career. So his hitting streak is alive still. As he hits it to the opposite field. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. And Judge takes strike one. So Judge 2 for 3, has 2 doubles in today's game. As Keller sets here on the 0-1. The pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2 now to Aaron Judge. Here's the 0-2. Judge hits that ball deep into right field, and that ball is gone. It's a 2-run home run by Aaron Judge. Let's go. That is the 88-foot home run by Aaron Judge. It's now a 5-2 game. Yankees are down 3. Could there be a comeback? 350th career home run for Judge. 1,088th game. Fastest player all time. We are witnessing history here with Aaron Judge. So I guess at least there's no shutout. I guess that's the good news, but Yankees are still down 3. Yeah, Judge 3 for 4 in today's game. It looks like there's a meeting on the mound. Meeting's over. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. He takes strike one. Giancarlo Stanton 0 for 3 in today's game. Oh and 2 now. So Giancarlo 0 for 3. A couple of strikeouts and a flyout. And 1 and 2 now to Giancarlo Stanton. The 1-2, 2 and 2. Oh, and that hits Stanton right in the arm. And he will take first base. We're going to check on him, make sure he's good. Looks like Boone is out there with the trainer. Yeah, definitely hit. Yeah, bounced off his forearm and hit his other forearm. Oof. Well, Keller will be taken out. Palencia will be coming in to face Jazz Chisholm Jr. with one out, runner on first. Yankees are down by 2. They're down 5-2. Aaron Judge hit a 2-run home run. Do the Yankees have a rally left in them? We are in a commercial break. Yankees are down 5-2 against the Chicago Cubs. The Yankees have a rally left in them. Things getting a little interesting here. Giancarlo Stanton will be at first base. I believe it's Ryan Presley, I think, is their closer. Or am I? It should be Ryan Presley. All right. Daniel Palencia is in the game. He'll be facing Jazz Chisholm Jr. Jazz is 1 for 3 in today's game. So Giancarlo is at first base. And here we have Daniel Palencia. He's got 10 saves on 11 attempts, so maybe this is the guy. And first pitch, swing and a miss. That was a 99-mile-per-hour fastball. 0-1 to Jazz Chisholm Jr. As Giancarlo takes his lead at first. The 0-1. Ooh. That pitch was 101 miles per hour. 0-2 now to Jazz Chisholm. Here's the 0-2. Outside, 1-2. This guy throws straight heat. That was 100 miles per hour. The 1-2. And he strikes out Jazz on a 101 mile per hour fastball. And 2 down now here in the bottom of the ninth. And it is up to Trent Grisham to keep this inning alive, keep the game alive. So 2 outs here. Grisham at the plate. First pitch. Waved at that one. 0-1. That was a slider. As Palencia sets on the 0-1, the pitch is low for ball 1, and Stanton will take second base on a defensive indifference. So runner on second now with 2 outs. 1-1 count to Grisham, who's 0 for 3 in today's game. As Palencia sets here on the 1-1, the pitch is foul back, 1-2. That was a 101 mile per hour pitch. So runner on second, 2 outs. It's a 5-2 game. Umpire telling Palencia to make eye contact. Time's called. And Grisham will step back into the batter's box. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Grisham. Palencia sets. The pitch. That is popped up. Out of play. Still 1-2 to Trent Grisham. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball hit right to Birdie. Fields it. Throws it over to first for out number 3. And the Yankees lose to the Cubs 5-2. This game is over. Unfortunately, not a great game by the New York Yankees. The bats were ice cold. Fried did not have a great outing. He left the game with a blister. The bullpen was able to hold it down. I know Loaisiga gave up that solo home run, but the bullpen actually did fairly well. But Fried gets the loss. It's his 3rd loss of the season. Boyd gets the win. He's 10-3. Palencia gets his 11th save of the season. But Yankees lose today's game 5-0. Thank you there, D's channel. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm going to shut it down here, though, but not really much to talk about. Yankees just simply didn't show up after beating the Cubs last night 11-0. And even though the Yankees didn't get shut out, they lost 5-2. But still, the bats sucked for the most part. Boyd did work against the Yankees. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It's going to be Will Warren versus Shotei Imanaga. So Yankees have an opportunity to win the series tomorrow. It'd be awesome for them to win the series before the All-Star break. The Yankees are going to need this break big time. Also, Luis Hill is going to have his rehab starting tomorrow. But Yankees lose this one. It sucks. If they win the series, I'll take series wins every day. A sweep would even be better, but I'll take series wins every day. Hopefully, the Yankees can take the series win tomorrow. But we'll see what tomorrow's game is going to look like. I'm looking forward to it. I will be live for the play-by-play. I will be live for the pregame. So I hope to see you all tomorrow. But I'm going to shut things down here. I appreciate every single one of you tuning in. Thank you all for your continued support. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Let's continue growing this channel. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you're new. Share this channel out with everyone you know. All right. Enjoy your Saturday. Go outside, get some air, drink some water. Enjoy the day. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your Saturday. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. And as always, let's go Yankees.